Welcome to Just Listen, where today we listen and talk about Grammy Award-winning artist Catherine Russell. Catherine Russell was born into a jazz family. Her father, Louis Russell, being a well-known pianist and composer, while her mother, Caroline Ray, was a vocalist, guitarist and bassist, starting at times where it was almost impossible for female performers to succeed. Catherine Russell is a fabulous singer.
You turned the tables on me, and now I'm falling for you. You turned the tables on me.
I have been listening to her for years, and through 8 albums as a leader so far, she never had a bad record out. Each one is so firmly rooted in tradition, and you feel so secure with her big voice. The album we talk about today is 2019 release on Dot Time Records, titled Alone Together.
Alone together, beyond the crowd, above the world, when I...
This is her 7th album, as she issued Sent For Me in 2022. So brand new album that is, as we speak, very close to top of several jazz charts, like for example Jazz Week chart, on which the new album is placed even better than excellent new album Ghost Song by Cecile McLaurin-Salvant, in whose territory musically this album bravely steps in.
Early in the morning and I can't get right. Had a little date with my baby last night and it's early in the morning.
On Alone Together, Catherine Russell is accompanied by a variety of instruments. Arrangements are lush and rich in interpretation of forgotten torch songs from the start of 20th century, as well as more well-known standards. So beside typical instruments, there is a trumpet, a trombone, violin, viola and cello.
How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lie. How deep is the ocean?
The band is built around musicians of her touring group. Guitarist Matt Monisteri, Mark Shane on piano, bassist Tal Loronen, and Mark McLean on drums. The album brought her another Grammy nomination, not surprising given the meticulously chosen material and such powerful performances she managed. Just listen to her strong but full-hearted voice in the beautiful 1936 song, When Did You Leave Heaven?
When did you leave heaven?
An entertaining and skillful combination of classic jazz with rhythm and blues results in very lively and dynamic rendition of some well-known tunes, like Nat King Cole's Errand Girl for Rhythm.
Here's something that I'd like to bring to you, wrapped all in cellophane, designed for you. Tell you what it's all about.
She also shines on less often heard gems from the past, like You're Not the Only Oyster in the Stew, first recorded by Fats Waller in 1934. How can you not enjoy this marvelous voice, singing lyrics like You're not the only oyster in the stew, not the only tea leaf in the tea. However, I'm convinced, completely, fully, firmly convinced. You're the only one for me.
You're not the only oyster in the stew, not the only tea leaf in the tea.
Many critics compare her to famous Dinah Washington for her power and clarity of expression. Her performances bring to the surface a healthy dose of humor and fun, along with intelligence to use the strength her voice gives her without exaggeration.
Well, I got a man who is always late. every time we have a date, but I love him. Yeah.
I Only Have Eyes for You, another so many times played standard. Miss Lasser describes what the tune meant to her. The lyric seems to say that one can find their peace wherever they are. So that's what draws me to this tune. And it's also the way the lyric is placed within the melody. The melody serves the lyric too. They work together beautifully. I like a good songcraft.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright. I only
In 1990s, Merce Russell toured with Steely Dan from 2002 to 2004. Before recording her first solo album, she has been a band member of David Bowie Hidden Tour and his 2003 album Reality as a backing vocalist. Those are big names in music, but she had to do smaller gigs often, and for 12 years she was basically on the road, and it was not fun all the time.
You know, there was another gig where this was a society orchestra where it was a big band, and they'd have specialty part, acts. So they'd have like a rock guitar player who would do that part of it. And then they'd have me, who would sing all the black songs. Then they'd have a white woman who would sing all the other, Carole King and all that other stuff. And so you'd sit for 2 hours, and then you'd get up and sing your part of the thing and sit back down, and that was it. You couldn't go anywhere, you couldn't do, so, and then they'd book these gigs like give me like the Western New York, like the next place I'm going is Canada, like the town that's in the western part of New York, and we're in New York City. They would book a gig up there and no hotel rooms. So you would drive 7 hours or whatever to wherever that was, do the gig, and then don't even bring a toothbrush because you're not staying over. You go, oh man. So I didn't do, and this was also what got me to drive, because I didn't drive back then. And this made me get my license. I said, I am not riding with anybody.
A hard but rich musical life for sure. And we hope that there will be more albums from Miss Russell and this wonderful voice that has so much more to show. A link to SONGWHIP will take you directly to this album by Catherine Russell, along together on major streaming platforms. Thank you for watching.